Hello from Becky and me. Welcome to this evening's programme.
First tonight, the WikiLeaks whistleblower who'll be spending Christmas at a country house near Bungay.
Well, in a case that's attracted international attention, Julian Assange was today granted bail to Ellingham Hall on the Norfolk-Suffolk border. I think we can actually see a live shot now from London where we can actually sort of see Mr Assange coming out. We can actually possibly hear him now, just to see what it is.
You can see the flash photography there as well in these pictures.
Nope. There he is. He did say a few words, I can guarantee it. That was Julian Assange. And what I can say is now, having had bail, he's now going to head to Ellingham Hall. That's on the Norfolk-Suffolk border.
Yes, and a reminder, the Australian found fame after his website published thousands of sensitive American diplomatic documents. He's now fighting extradition to Sweden, where he faces allegations of sexual assault. Well, Sasha Twining joins us now from Ellingham Hall. Sasha, when do you think he'll be arriving in Norfolk?
Well, we're just waiting to see, along with lots of other people. As you say, he is now just leaving London, so we guess it's going to depend on traffic. A couple of minutes ago, somebody on the estate informed me that they thought it was going to be around 9:30 tonight when he finally gets here to spend his time over Christmas here in Ellingham Hall. And when he does get here, as well as the rather wintry weather, there'll be a lot of people waiting to meet him. The press pack started to arrive at Ellingham Hall early this morning, even before Julian Assange had entered court in London. Not only were the UK media here, but American and Japanese television crews were all reporting from a quiet lane on the Norfolk-Suffolk border. And while security from Ellingham Hall looked on and put up more no-entry signs, the real action unfolded in London. At the centre of international attention, the Royal Courts of Justice, inside and outside, full of journalists waiting to hear if Julian Assange would be freed. As well as the media, Mr Assange's mother, Christine, was also waiting to hear what would happen next to her son in this extraordinary case. After 2 hours, his lawyer, Mark Stevens, emerged victorious.
As you can imagine, we're utterly delighted and thrilled with the result here today. We think it was an unnecessary appeal. I think it's unfortunate, and it's clearly evidences part of the continuing vendetta on the part of the Swedes against Julian Assange.
Christine Assange couldn't hide her joy.
I'm very, very happy with the decision. I can't wait to see my son and to hold him close. I had faith that the British justice system would do the right thing and that the judge would uphold the magistrate's decision, and that faith has been confirmed today.
Mr Assange will be staying with Vaughan Smith, who owns Ellingham Hall, a private residence surrounded by beautiful gardens and acres of shooting estates. Vaughan Smith is one of the celebrity backers who have raised the £240,000 needed in bail money. Back on the Norfolk-Suffolk border, locals are more bemused at the attention. At the local pub, regulars said occupants of Ellingham Hall tend to keep themselves to themselves.
I know of Captain Smith, he's a well-known landowner around here, but he's never been in here and I've never actually met him, so no, I don't know him personally.
What's the general feeling towards him, though, that people say?
Mixed, really. Some people think that he's doing a good thing to actually give this chap from WikiLeaks some refuge, but other people feel that he's been a bit of a hypocrite, and Julian should take, this chap from WikiLeaks should take his own chance with things.
Well, back to Ellingham Hall now, and Sasha, we saw Julian Assange there just outside of the High Court. He's probably going to be on his way to you now. Now, much has been made of the bail conditions. Tell us a little bit more about those.
Well, it's actually quite interesting, Jonathan, because the first bail condition said that he would have to report to his local police station in Bungay, just a couple of miles from here. That police station is actually only open 3 days a week, and so he's actually going to have to report to Beccles every day between the hours of 2 and 5 when that's open in the afternoon. And I think you can see their scenes as Mr Assange left the High Court just a couple of moments ago. And as you say, he is now on his way here. Now, as well as those bail conditions that he has to report to his local police station, he also has to wear an electronic tag. Now, much has been made of this country estate that he'll be staying on, but actually Mr Assange won't have full access to it because the electronic tag only allows him to walk around 100 yards from the main building. So that's where he'll be stationed, and he'll have a little area around Ellingham Hall that he'll be allowed to go, regards his tag, and then he'll have to be checking in at Beccles police station every day. On bank holidays, the police will come to him here at Ellingham Hall, and if the weather is as it seems to be now, as these wintry showers come down, then they'll be making arrangements per day.
Sasha, thanks very much. And of course we'll have more on our late bulletin at 10:30 this evening. Now, tonight sees the return of the big freeze. You might have seen the snow there. Temperatures plummeting to -5 in some parts of our region. The danger is black ice as the Arctic air blasts wet roads and pavements.
Well, snow, as you say, there has already started to fall in some areas. The gritters have been sent out, and Rachel will tell us which places will bear the brunt. That's over the next 48 hours, we gather. But first, Natalie Gray's been looking at some of the dangers caused by the ice.
The thought of more ice sends a chill through Steve Bloomfield. He'd only gone out to post a letter when he tumbled over in Norwich. A dislocated ankle and a broken fibula means he's in plaster for 6 weeks.
I just didn't see it coming. It was black ice on a pavement, and I just went straight over. You do have to be careful.
Graham Lewis is a radio presenter, but he can't do his show after a nasty fall at Cley in North Norfolk. He'll have an operation tomorrow on a broken humerus.
It's a big worry. Once you've slipped over and done it and felt that pain, the fear that you're going to go over again, and just how easy it is to do. You're just walking along 1 minute and next minute you're on the floor.
Hospitals are bracing themselves for more breaks and sprains with the return of the big freeze. The icy road conditions caused chaos for drivers in the last icy blast, and motorists are being warned to expect similar conditions here again. For highway crews, the timing of the gritting run was critical.
It's particularly bad tonight because what we've got at the moment is water coming down. So as we salt, that water is washed away and it loses its effectiveness. But we have to do that because we know we're going to get sub-zero temperatures tonight. So we have to prevent that black ice forming on the roads. So the guys are going out now and they're putting grit down, and they'll probably have to go back out again later on to make sure that we keep everyone safe.
Anglian Water, meanwhile, is warning homeowners to insulate pipes and lofts and to mend dripping taps if they want to prevent burst pipes this winter. The company has already had double the normal number of calls during the last cold snap, but says domestic pipes are not their responsibility.
It's important that people know what they're responsible for, and from the boundary box, from the edge of your property onto your property, that's the responsibility of the homeowner, and that's why you've got to take the opportunity during the milder weather to get that ready and prevent the frost from coming and affecting your house.
If you're walking, then Jonathan Drake, who practices the Alexander technique, has some advice on how to keep upright on the ice. And we're better to demonstrate than at Planet Ice in Norwich.
The first and most important thing is to look forward into the distance. Don't look down at your feet, exactly, because then you upset your balance. Okay? Then the next thing is to make sure that your feet land underneath you. Most people, when they walk, lead with their feet, and if the foot goes in front, you're going to slip over.
Right.
Okay? So what I'm doing is I'm pressing 1 foot backwards, like a horse pawing the ground. That's it?
Yes.
And then we start to lean. And as we start to lean, we paw the feet backwards. Forwards. Forwards. Keep looking ahead. You're allowed to breathe. That's it. Now reduce the slipping. But you feel okay about slipping.
I can't believe I'm walking on ice and feeling confident about it. For most of us, all this ice isn't nice. But if you're a skater, it's brilliant. Natalie Gray, Anglia News, Norfolk.
That was top advice, wasn't it?
It was. I wish I could skate like that. Well, a major gritting operation.